Hey guys, Emily Grove here. I'm going to give you guys some pointers on stage presence. I know that we get a little nervous, and what I see a lot happen are we play with our pants, something's weird, we're playing with our hair. Sometimes we have like a sweater and we're just like kind of going like this. To get that nervous energy away from this so you don't look like this while you're singing, a lot of times what I like to do is put my hand on the microphone stand, sometimes put my hand on the mic. It gives you a place to actually, have something, so you're not like, I'm just gonna make it up. It gives you a set way of thinking about it. And if you get like, you're getting a little bit, fun, take the microphone out of the stand, but move that microphone stand away from you so that it's not blocking you or anybody else for pictures and things. You don't have like something blocking your face. Also, if you're feeling like you want to do something special for a particular song, put on the track, go in front of a mirror, or if you don't feel comfortable to do that, just go and make a fake stage and walk. Like if you're like, okay, I'm going to stay here for this part, then maybe channel it, start blocking it, go over here for the next part of the song, and then maybe for the chorus, you're going to go over here. Get yourself comfortable. Maybe there's a moment where you want to put your hand up. Block it, because then that way you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable instead of like just going off and, coming up with something and then you're like not happy with it. You'll have time to practice. And just do things you're comfortable with. Don't go all out if you're not feeling it. There you go.
So I notice with a lot of the bands that I teach, nerves, it can always be a thing today to big gig, no matter how hard we rehearse and how well we rehearse and how much we practice. You get to the show and sometimes, especially if it's one of your first performances, the butterflies are getting to you, you're a little nervous. You're like, oh my God, the lights are going to be... You got to get into a place where you don't think about that stuff as much. There's a couple things I like to do. About an hour before a show, I usually close myself off from everybody except for my bandmates or anybody involved in the production of the show. That includes significant others, that includes parents, that includes brothers, sisters, cousins. Unless they're a bandmate, you want to kind of get away from that for a bit and start getting into the zone. It's like going to work. You want to go in there and you want to start focusing on the goal at hand, which is putting on a good show. You need your bandmates for that. You need the production staff for that. Those are the people you need to focus on for that 45 minutes or an hour leading up to the show. Other things I like to do, I love to stretch. Nothing like stretching before a show. It just loosens you up a little bit without even realizing. If you're into yoga, do yoga too. I'm not a big yoga person, but I do love to stretch. Warming up with scales, if you're comfortable doing that, go for it. Some musicians just like to go out there and play. Some like to warm up. I like to warm up a little bit, but finding like a little zen place is so important. And music puts me in a zen place. Doing the stretching puts me in a zen place. Sometimes I'll just sit there and close my eyes and just kind of visualize what I have to do on stage and what I want to do on stage. Like I'll visualize what I want this show to be. And then when you do stuff like that, more often than not, you're going to deliver. So get yourself relaxed. Like I said, stretch. Man, stretching is so important. And go out and have a great show this big gig.
Hey guys, Gabe here, and I'm here to talk to you about your band's vibe. Are y'all headbanging, playing some punk, some metal music? Are y'all jamming out on some funk or some sweet tunes? What's the movement that everyone's doing? Start standing up and practice now. Start practicing and experimenting with those movements now, because if you wait for the big gig, it could get a little shaky, right? So start figuring out what you guys want to do. Make sure in those heavy parts, you're all together. Make sure in those sweet parts, you guys are just grooving and closing your eyes, whatever it is. Start working on it now.